Two problems. One, the word soccer isn't American. Two, England invented it. The British said soccer for 100 years, proudly, and then threw it in the bin for an incredibly petty reason, because you started saying it too. Here's where it's from. 1863, a room full of very serious Englishmen write the first rulebook and name their game Association Football. Bit of a mouthful. So, and this is peak Victorian Oxford, students start hacking words in half and gluing on the end. Rugby becomes rugger. Breakfast becomes brekker. An association, they yank soki out of the middle and make it soccer. That's the whole origin. Soccer is posh English schoolboy slang. They also called football footer, by the way, because the British in 1880 physically could not say a word straight, and they used it. For a century in England, football and soccer meant the exact same thing. No drama, take your pick. It was on club names, on magazine covers, in players' mouths. One England captain, so the story goes, was asked if he fancied a game of rugger and sniffed, "No, soccer." The word was theirs. They loved it. So when did England start pretending they'd never met? The second you got involved, the 1970s. America decides, briefly, to like this sport. There's a flashy new league that backs a dump truck of cash up to the greatest players alive. Pelé, Beckenbauer, George Best, all running around American TV under one loud, relentless word. Soccer. 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 And England flinches. Suddenly their own word has an accent. It sounds American. It sounds, and to a certain kind of Englishman, this is worse than death, uncool. So they ditched it. Soccer in Britain peaks around 1980, then falls off a cliff. An economist, Stefan Szymanski, went looking and found basically no other word like it in the whole language. One a country invented, exported, and then disowned, precisely because the export worked. They didn't drop soccer because it was wrong. They dropped it because you made it cool. Now the smug version goes, America's the odd one out. And on paper, sure. Of the 45 countries where English is the main language, 43 say football. Only 2 officially say soccer, the US and Canada. But that stat's a lie by omission. Australians say soccer. The Irish, the Kiwis, South Africans, soccer, all of them. Because they already had a football of their own and needed a word to tell them apart. And here's the part that really kills the joke. America says soccer for the exact same reason. The US already had a game it called football. Helmets, downs, the whole thing. So it needed a different word for the one with the round ball. Same problem as Australia. Same fix. England just got to feel smug about it. Everywhere else, people mostly just bent football into their own accent. Football, foosball. Except Italy, who ignored all of it and calls it calcio. Named after a violent Renaissance street brawl in Florence. Naturally. And the guy in the England shirt? He's not protecting the real word. He's the one who walked out on it. So next time, don't argue. Just tell him, soccer is English. Oxford kids invented it. England said it for 100 years, printed it on their own trophies, and dumped it the moment it started to sound American. You didn't butcher their language. You're the one still speaking it. And this summer, while the entire planet argues about the name all over again, you'll be the only person at the party who actually knows who's right. This is Doodle history. We take something you'd never think twice about, like the word you use for a game, and dig up the strange, true story behind it. Stick around. New one every week.